welcome back to the Garden of Reading. Welcome on in, you guys. Today I am so excited because I have been talking about this project that me and my husband have been working on, and today is the day, you guys. Today is the day that I'm gonna finally get in there and organize this beautiful bookshelf that my husband built for me. So you guys are going to get to come along with me for all of the fun festivities. Not only am I going to be organizing this bookshelf, I am also going to be doing a huge book haul with you guys to implement those books on the shelf. I'm also going to be showing you all of the decor pieces that I have purchased for this shelf, as well as pieces that I already have been holding on to that have came from like special edition book boxes and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a fun time. I can't believe I'm sitting here finally filming this video. These shelves have been built for, I want to say, like around a month now. I'm finally getting in there today and organizing them. My husband keeps asking me, when are you gonna decorate them, because they have just been like sitting there very bare. But anywho, you guys, let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory. So for those of you that are new here, at the start of 2024, I made it my goal to finally build my dream home library. And I did just that here in our master bedroom. I have my complete dream home library. She is complete. Our master bedroom is complete. I also have like a rotating bookshelf over here. I have another bookshelf housing all of my VHS tapes, because I also collect VHS tapes, as well as books and DVDs. And so I feel like our master bedroom is complete. There is nothing else that I could possibly do to this room. Are there future ideas that I would like to maybe toy around with or play around with? Yes, but that is for a later date. So this year I really wanted to focus on our living room, and I wanted our living room to really just like showcase my love of books. I want just that personality of me, that love of books for me, to be implemented throughout the entire house. We already have bookshelves lined up down the hallway housing all of our children's books, as well as like DVDs and VHS tapes. And I did purchase a rotating bookshelf for our living room last year. I did make a video on that, on me filming, organizing that, so I will leave a link down below in case you're interested. Absolutely love the rotating bookshelf. I will leave a link down below to it if you guys would like to pick one up for yourselves. I got it off of Amazon. I loved it so much that I bought a second one to implement here in our master bedroom. But that shelf is housing all of my kids' like middle grade and elementary chapter books. I really wanted a shelf in the living room dedicated to mommy's books. And so that is what we did. So I have been searching around for shelves for some time now, like all of last year, just trying to figure out where I can find shelves that I'm like picturing in my mind. So really what I wanted was like floating shelves, like a V-shape floating shelves on our walls, but like really long ones and like really thick ones. So I couldn't find anything on Amazon. I've been searching and searching. Couldn't find what I was looking for. Not to say that Amazon doesn't have like floating V-shaped bookshelves, they do, but either they're just like super thin, they're really short in like length, and just wasn't what I was looking for. So I flocked over to Pinterest to try to bring that vision to life of what I was picturing in my mind, and lo and behold, I did find some pictures of those. I'll go ahead and pop up one of the pictures that really held the inspiration to the type of shelves that I was looking for in our living room. And so I was like, this is it, but I can't find it anywhere. I was looking on Walmart, I was looking on Target, I was looking on Amazon, you know, the three basic stores that you usually flock to. And I told my husband, you know, what I was trying to accomplish. I showed him the picture from Pinterest, and he was like, baby, he was like, somebody's husband built that for them. Like, somebody's husband custom built that. Like, you're not going to find that on Amazon. You're not going to find that anywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't register in my mind that somebody probably made those from scratch. So I was like, wow, okay. So I ended up being able to find some on Wayfair, but they were like $350, and that wasn't even including like shipping, taxes. And I was like, there's no way I'm paying almost $400 for some floating shelves. Like, that's ridiculous. So my husband, the great man that he is, and I don't know why I ever doubted that my husband couldn't build me something as beautiful as these floating bookshelves. He instantly was like, well, if we go to Home Depot and we get this certain type of wood, and then he starts calculating. Mind you, we are in our bed. It's late at night. We're just hanging out together on our phones, and he's like calculating and estimating how long our walls are from the master bedroom. He's like, if we get this certain type of wood with this length for this wall and this length for that wall, and we interlock them, they'll be about this long from both ends. And then he's talking about brackets, he's talking about staining and just like what color I wanted. And he's on Home Depot and he's like adding everything up about an estimate of how much it would be. And he was like, we could do this for no more than $150. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was like, you're joking right now. I was like, you are joking right now. Like, don't play with me. Like, don't do all of these estimates, looking stuff up. Like, if you're gonna say all of this, we have to do it. Like, we have to do it. And he's like, okay, we'll do it. So literally, like 2 days later, we went to Home Depot. We got the measurements for the wood we wanted. We got the stain. We got the brackets. And oh my goodness, you guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go in there and show you guys here in a second. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Like, my husband is amazing, and I say this time and time again, but I truly, truly, truly 1000% know that my husband is literally the best man ever. He is perfectly made for me, and as my husband likes to say, he is a diamond in the rough. Yeah, that's what he likes to say. That's our little inside joke. He's so funny. Little side story is my mom never liked any guy I ever talked to, any guy I ever dated. He was the only one my mom actually liked. And he's like, your mom knew I was a diamond in the rough, baby. And it's so hilarious. We still just like joke around about it to this day. But he truly is a diamond in the rough. Like, especially in today's society of men and the way that this society is just going and this generation of young adults, I'm very lucky to have found the man that I found. Not only does he build stuff for me, not only does he say yes to anything that I ever want, but he is truly a hardworking man. He provides for his family. He works hard to provide for his family. He's there for his children. He's there for me. We put God first in our relationship, in our marriage, with our children, and yeah, he's an amazing man. And I can go on and on and on and praise him and talk about how proud I am of the husband he is and the dad that he is and the individual he is, but we're not here for that. I could literally make a whole video on why my husband is just amazing. So I'm very, very blessed that the Lord has blessed me with him. But anyhow, he built the shelves, y'all, and they're stunning. They're stunning. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get in there and decorate. So with that being said, that's a little backstory of, you know, my vision that I had and bringing it to fruition. And so basically what I plan on doing is I'm going to be taking some books off of my shelves in my library here and implementing them out there. And more specifically, I'm going to be placing all of my Book of the Month books out there because I do have quite a few. And then I think I might also implement my classic literature because I probably own like about 4 classic literatures. And you know, some of them might be like a modern fairy tale that's a classic or something like that. Excuse me. But yeah, I think I'm going to be implementing those. So I do have a huge haul to do with you guys. I have literally a year's worth of Book of the Month boxes to unbox with you guys that I have not opened. Yeah, you heard that right. Do I have a problem? Yes. Have I come to terms that I do have a problem with buying books? Yes. Have I gone to this sobriety book buying meeting? No. Do I plan on going? No. So if there's anyone else who would like to bravely raise their hand and say that they have a book buying problem, it's okay. I'm gonna raise my hand with you, girl. It's okay. It's okay. But you know what? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I mean, really, I'm not kidding because yes, I do have a book buying problem. Clearly. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Books, buying books, reading books, looking at books, feeling books, smelling books is my all-time favorite pastime hobby. And I wouldn't have that any other way. I love it with a passion. It makes me happy. It's who I am. And anywho, I have a year's worth of Book of the Month boxes to unbox with you guys. Why I decided to hoard this many Book of the Month boxes for an entire year and not touch them is beyond me. It's beyond me. I literally have no excuse as to why I didn't open them. I literally just kept stacking them one on top of the other every single month when I would get in my box. and I just never open them. So today's the day. Today's the day we're going to open up those. So I literally have 12 books to open up with you guys. I might have 13 or 14 because I think I have 1 or 2 boxes that has 2 books in it because I did an add-on. Anywho, we're going to have those to unbox. I also have some Aardvark boxes as well. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 Aardvark book boxes that I may also be opening up in this video. I was gonna hold off on it, but I was like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This is not a for sure thing. I don't know if I'm gonna add the Aardvark books, so we shall see. We shall see. But we are for sure going to be opening up the Book of the Month books, and so I do plan on pulling all of my Book of the Month books off of my shelf to put onto the shelves out there, as well as my classic literature. I also kind of thought about doing general fiction, but I'm not really too sure about that. My main focus for the living room shelves was I really wanted it to be for my Book of the Month books, and then I decided I would also add in my classic literature since I probably own about 4 classic literature books. But anywho, that's the plan. So I'm going to take you guys in there. I'm going to show you guys the shelves, and then we'll come back and we'll start pulling books off of my library. I also have decor stuff that I bought, as well as decor that I pulled from my dream home library, or just like extra decor that I had in one of my little cubbies over here. And so I'll also show you guys that, and then yeah, we'll get in there and we'll start organizing. I'll unbox all of these lovely book boxes with you guys, and then we'll also get to decorating. And then at the end, I will do an overview and go over all of like the books and the genres and how I decided to just like organize it. So I'm excited. If you guys are ready and prepared for this long video, because I know it's going to be long, grab your coffee, grab your drink of choice, grab your treats, grab your blankets, get comfy, get cozy, and yeah, throw me up on your TV and come along with me on this fun adventure of filling up these lovely bookshelves that my husband built for me. Alright, you guys, we are going to head over to the living room, but I do want to show you that this is what my hallway is looking like. So over here I have all of like my children's books. Here it goes all the way down to the floor. And then over here is the VHS DVD area. I planned on like filming a video when I did this, but honestly all of this was homeless, okay? Literally on the floors in my hallway, stacked up in my hallway. I was so tired of looking at it that I was just like, I'm throwing these on the shelves and we can talk about it another day. So that's exactly what I did. Okay, anywho, getting off topic because I'm just so excited. Let me show you guys the shelves. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? I'm gonna turn you guys around. They are so beautiful. Look at them! Look how gorgeous they are. Oh my goodness. Let me give you guys a close-up. So this is the wood. I don't even know what type of wood it is. I would have to ask my husband, but he is currently not here. But yeah, we stained it this really pretty brown color because a lot of the furniture in my house, such as my fireplace here, is a dark wood. And then we also have like this pantry is a dark wood. All of the cabinets in our house are this dark wood color. Excuse my like messy counter right now. But then also our granite countertops also have brown in them. And do you guys want to see little me? This is little Mandy. That is me. Like, how stinking cute. And then also, sorry, they're like a little bit dusty, but that is my little husband. Isn't he the cutest thing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyways, getting off topic again, you guys. And then I just feel like it pairs so well with my like little gallery wall that I have going on here. So cute. So cute. Anywho, these are just amazing. I absolutely love them. And then these are the brackets that I picked out. These were a little bit more on the expensive side. They were $8 a piece, but I think they were totally worth it. So cute, so cute. And then I did purchase these like fake, yes, they're fake, hanging plants to put up here. I also have more if I do decide to implement them, but they're just like hanging there for the time being. So yes, this is what we're working with, you guys. I cannot wait. Like, look at this. Look at this view. Can you guys imagine it? Can you guys imagine it with the couch? I know it's a little bit frumpy. I need to fluff the pillows and fluff the cushions, but imagine just like books in the background and like this area of the couch. This corner is my corner. This is where I sit. This is mommy's seat. And just like being in this corner with books behind me. Can you guys envision it? Can you guys envision it? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So anywho, we are now going to head back into the library, and I'm going to let the music play, and I'm going to start pulling books from the shelves. I guess before I start letting the music play, let's walk back to the library, and I will show you guys what I'm working with as far as like pulling books off of the shelves. So I don't have very many book of the month books on my shelf, but I do have all of these, and these are like romance books. This is my little literature section. I know, it's so sad, but I'm gonna be pulling that. There is nothing here that I want to pull. Back here is literally just like all of my Christmas decor that I had up for Christmas in December. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in this one, so this is gonna be fairly easy. These are books that I'm like working through reading right now. We've got some more romance down there. Yeah, we've got my Greek mythology. I've got like my chapter books. This is just like a hodgepodge of just like decor, boxes I need to unbox and do shorts on. But then coming over here to my thriller section and just like murder mystery section, I do have a few, especially here. I have a lot of book of the month books, so I'm going to be pulling all of this. I think that's all I have. These are books that I'm unhauling, so stay tuned for an unhaul. Stay tuned for a giveaway, you guys. That's going to be coming at some point on my channel, so just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Back here, this is like my general fiction, but I don't think I'm going to put general fiction up there. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this one because this is literally the only book of the month book that I have back there. I went ahead and put The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo in general fiction because I haven't read it yet. I don't really know what to expect from it, but I feel like it's more of like a general fiction of her life and not like a romance or anything, so I guess we'll pull that. And then yeah, I just have like fantasy. And yeah, I don't think I have, actually no, I'm lying. I am so lying right now. I do have a couple fantasy book of the month books. My daughter and her toes. Anywho, I don't think there's anything here or down here. No. Okay, so as you see, not a whole lot of books as far as like my book of the month books go, so I'm not going to be saving that much room, but at least I'm going to have two cubbies that are going to be free over here with the classic literature and my romance book of the month books, and then this does free up a lot of space for like my thriller section, because this entire bookcase is going to be dedicated to all of my like thrillers, murder mysteries, suspense, yada yada. And up here are books that I've done hauls on with you guys that I need to scan into my library or have been scanned in, as well as all of the books up here, and they need homes in my library. So I'm trying to free up some space, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to let the music play now, and I'm going to start pulling these books off of the shelf and taking them into the living room, and then I will meet you guys right back here to probably unbox all of the lovely book of the month boxes that are scattered all across my bed right now. Well, anywho, we are getting our shit together. Yes, we are. We're spring cleaning. Well, I'm spring cleaning. I'm organizing. I'm getting things done, and it feels good. So I'm gonna let the music play now, and I'm gonna get all of these book of the month books off of my shelf. kidding. Anywho, I have now, like right behind me, literally as you guys saw, I put all of the books that I pulled off of my library shelves. Not very many, honestly, not very many. I didn't really make a huge dent as I would have liked to in my dream library, but it's okay. It's okay. We are now going to create a little library out here in the living room, and I'm excited. I'm excited. But before we do that, we have a lot of Book of the Month boxes to unbox, you guys. I have this stack as well as this stack. So this is gonna be fun. I thought this would be fun to just like throw in a lovely book haul with you guys. And who doesn't love a good book haul? I definitely love a good book haul. Those are probably my favorite videos to watch that are book related, or book hauls, as well as like reading vlogs. So yeah, I thought I'd throw in a fun book unboxing with you guys. So let's dive on in and let's get right to it. So number one, now I am not opening these up in any particular order. These are all of the books that I ordered in 2025. So we're just gonna go through them randomly. I don't know what months these were for, but anywho, I'm going to unbox these. Ooh, before I do that, you guys, I do want to mention that I do have a referral link down below. If you have never subscribed to Book of the Month and you would like to subscribe, if you use my link, you can get, I believe, your first box for $5. And that is a steal. That is a steal because all of the Book of the Month books, let me grab one here, such as The Kiss Curse here by Erin Sterling. All of the books are hardbacks, and we all know hardback books are very, very expensive. Hardback books, especially at like Barnes and Nobles, can be anywhere up to like $35 for a hardback book, which is crazy. Even hardbacks at Target can be expensive. They're usually around like that $15 to $25 mark. And for Book of the Month, you guys, like I said, if you have never ordered from Book of the Month and you use my link, you'll get your first box for $5. You're gonna get a hardback book, a beautiful hardback book for $5, you guys. You can't beat that. After that, you do have to pay $16.99 per month for each book, but again, I still feel like that's a really good price considering that hardback books are anywhere from $20 to like $35 a piece. So for $16.99 a month, $17 a month, you get one hardback book. They also give you anywhere from 5 to 6 selections of different genres. So each month they curate the selections for you, but you do get to choose out of the 5 or 6 selections that they have, and they will have different genres ranging from like contemporary, romance, thrillers, fantasy, and so forth, also nonfiction, and then you get to choose which one you would like that month. You could also add on books as well. I don't remember how much the add-on books are. I want to say if you add on a book, it's like $11.99, I believe. It isn't too bad to like add on a second book, but anywho, I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. Book of the Month, if you were listening and you would like to work with your girl, I would absolutely love that to pieces. I just genuinely love Book of the Month. I had like a off again, on again relationship with Book of the Month just because I absolutely loved it. I thought the price was great, especially because they curate like newly released or upcoming authors are usually what their selections are, and I absolutely love that. I get to find books that I normally wouldn't gravitate towards, or books that I have been wanting to add to my wish list for some time, and then I find them in their selections, and it's just been a really great time and a great way for me to curate a bunch of books for my library without having to think too hard on what books I want, because Book of the Month pretty much does it for me. You know, they give me 6 selections and then I get to choose which one I want. So just throwing it out there, you guys, if you guys would like to sign up for Book of the Month, you can get your first box for $5. You can't beat that. I used somebody else's referral code here on YouTube. I don't even remember whose referral code I used, but it was very helpful in me getting $5 off my box and then proceeding to love the service. I have been like on again, off again with them when I first signed up with them, but for the last year I have been steadily with them. So anywho, there's a little, you know, little tidbit if you want to sign up for Book of the Month. But anywho, let's unbox our first book and see what I got. Oh, Her One Regret. Okay, I remember this. This is by Donna Freitas. So here's our first book. And again, this is a year's worth of Book of the Month books, so I don't even remember all of the books that I purchased. I'm sure it'll come back to me once I see the books. And then, oh, where is my bookmark? There's no bookmark in here because usually Book of the Month puts a bookmark in each box, but it looks like they forgot mine. So pretty sad about that. So you do get a hardback book as well as a bookmark with every box, which I love. Who doesn't need more bookmarks? But this one is this nonfiction? I think that this is supposed to be kind of like a thriller, I believe. I mainly get a lot of thrillers from Book of the Month, so don't be surprised if a lot of these books are like thriller related. But I just like remember like this book is about, I believe, a lady who has a child and like doesn't want the child, and it, like, I think continuously like complains and like whines about not wanting to be a mom and like not wanting her kid, and then I believe her kid ends up going missing, and then everybody thinks that she did something to the kid or she got rid of the kid, and she's not like owning up to it. But I think that there's something like maybe more sinister that is happening here. I'm not really too sure, but it sounded good to me. So that is the first book for our haul. Let's move on to the second one. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. I was definitely in need of a good book haul like unboxing. All right, second book, you guys. Ooh, what did I pick? Next to Heaven by James Frey. I don't even remember picking this book out. Okay, so here is our bookmark. So it says Book of the Month, and then this one says, "Hi, I'm Mark." Hi, I'm Mark, and I'm addicted to buying books. So each bookmark will have a different saying on it. So there is the first of many bookmarks that we have collected. Okay, Next to Heaven by James Frey. Interesting. This cover is crazy. I don't even remember buying this. I want to see what month this was from. This was posted... Why is there no date on here? Okay, well, there's no date on the postage, so that's interesting. Anywho, it says, okay, intimacy, money, secrets, terrible people, and beautiful houses, a party, an affair, a Gatsbyesque spectacle of wealth, debauchery and moral decay, a murder you won't see coming, an ending that will leave you breathless. Settle into your favorite spot, because once you start, you won't be able to stop. You're going, you're going, you're going next to heaven. Does that not sound good? Like, I don't even need to read the synopsis. That's pulled me in. And I kind of now do remember now, like, picking up this book because it had to do with just, like, rich people and all of their, like, drama and secrets, and that always reels me in. So, there's our second book there. Third box, you guys. Third box. I feel like we're gonna go through these boxes like nobody's business. Okay, third box here. Oh, this is a good one. So, Book of the Month has decided to partake in special edition books lately, like the last couple months, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So, this was actually a book that I believe Fairy Loot did a special edition of that I do own, but before I got that one, I had already purchased the Book of the Month special edition, so I now own 2 copies. So, we'll see if I end up keeping both. I guess if I really love the book, then I will keep both. But anywho, we do have our bookmark. This one says, the original red receipt. So that's what this one says. Okay, and that is going to be Immortal Consequences by Ivy Marie. And she is a beauty. She is an absolute beauty. Look at these sprayed edges. Let me bring you in close. We have like flowers. So I will say that Book of the Month special edition books do cost a little bit more than your original $16.99 a month. If you do decide to pick the special edition book that they have for that month, I really don't remember the price. I want to say it's like an extra $3 or $4. But anywho, it was well worth it. And yeah, we don't have like anything special. We have, oh, this is cute. I love the pink for our spine. Super freaking cute. And then we just have like plain black end pages. Ooh. And then this page, super cute. Also love that page. Anywho, ooh, what is inside? There's like, okay, so for the different parts, we have like this. So the back says 6 rivals, 1 victor. Eternity is only the beginning. Does that not sound good? Like literally the backs of these like pull me in. They reel me in. This one is a dark academia. It just got like super windy outside. Do you guys hear that? It's like rolling all of our recyclables outside. Anywho, this does revolve around an academy, which I absolutely love. And yeah, I guess there's 6 students that are tested and given a choice. They graduate and join Blackwood's magical elite or cross over to the mysterious other side. So yeah, sounds good to me. They're probably going to be competing against each other because it does say 6 rivals. There could only be 1 victor. This is actually from August. I didn't realize this. I think they are now putting what months these are from. So this one is from June. And then this one is November. And this one's August. Also, there was a map in here I almost forgot to show you guys. So I am super excited to dive into this fantasy. I do love fantasy just as much as I love my thrillers, but I do tend to flock more towards the thrillers on Book of the Month because they just sound the most intriguing to me. But anywho, book number 4. Book number 4. Let's see what book number 4 has to offer. All right, are you guys ready? Ooh, this looks like a thriller. The Haunting of Payne's Hollow by Kelly Armstrong. Like I said, I can't help myself. I always go for the thrillers, majority of the time. Okay, we've got our book of the month. Our bookmark, it says, "You paged." These are so cheesy, but also so funny at the same time. Okay, so The Haunting of Payne's Hollow. I really don't remember what this is about, but we have a horse with like evil eyes and then a misty house. Also, this was from October, so this sounds about right. I was probably in the spooky mood. What is this about? Let's see. There's like no context clues. It says, when Samantha Payne's grandfather dies, she figures she won't even get a mention in the will. After all, she hasn't seen him in 14 years, not since her father took his own life after being accused of murdering a child at their lakefront cottage. It's already in deep, y'all. Her grandfather always insisted her father was innocent, despite Sam having caught him burying the child's body, his clothing streaked with blood. Oh my gosh, this is horrific. But when she attends the reading of the will at the behest of her aunt, she discovers that her grandfather left her the very valuable lakefront property where the family cottage sits. There's one catch. Sam needs to stay in the cottage for a month to finally face the fact that she was wrong and her father was innocent, according to her grandfather. After traveling to Payne's Hollow, Sam is faced with the realities of her childhood and the secrets kept hidden in the shadows of her memories. When her aunt goes missing a couple days into their stay, Sam begins to question everything again. Plagued by nightmares and paranoia, she hears sounds in the forest and sees shapes crawling from the water as the rippling waves of the lake promise something unspeakably dark lurking just below the surface. Oh my goodness, this sounds so spooky. So spooky. Definitely perfect for the October months. I'm not one for like a super spooky book. I like thrillers, I like murder mystery, like detective type stuff, or like cozy mysteries. But when it comes to like horror books or gruesome horror, paranormal horror, that is not my area of expertise. I don't like it. So I'm hoping that this is more on the chill side and not too scary. Also, it does state inside that this book is $29, originally $29. It says it there. And you're getting this book for $16.99. You can't beat that, y'all. You can't beat that. Okay, moving on. Box number 5. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is going way too fast, you guys. Way too fast. We're almost halfway through the whole year of Book of the Month boxes that I own. Okay, next box. Ooh, okay, I remember this one. Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. It says, home is where the horror is. So again, I hope this one is not too horrific, and that I will still enjoy it. Our bookmark says, plotting my next escape into the next book. Love it. Okay. So this one, I believe... I think they buy this house or something. Oh no, she grew up in a haunted house. Well, not haunted, possessed. So she grew up in a possessed house. She wrote a book about her experience in the house. Who's Alex? After Alex's sudden death, the supposedly possessed house passes to Cleo and her sisters. Where her sisters see childhood trauma, Cleo sees an opportunity for house flipping content. So as the home makeover process begins, Cleo discovers there might be some truth to her mother's claims. As memories resurface and Cleo finally reads her mother's book, the presence in the house becomes more real and more sinister, revealing ugly truths that threaten to shake Cleo's beautiful life to its very foundation. So this is giving definitely very paranormal vibes. I normally don't like books with ghosts in it. I recently just read Pen Pal that, if you know, you know, has some very haunting things in it that I didn't expect. It was okay. I kind of did enjoy the aspect of the book. So we'll have to see how I like this one. But here is another thriller for us. All right, next box. Let's dive in. And then, like I said, I think I have 2 boxes. I think I have 2 boxes that have 2 books in them. Okay. Whoa. So this is our 6th. Oh my gosh, I cannot even open this. I'm just gonna like tear this box apart. Okay, this will be a mystery. Ooh. Count My Lies by Sophie Stava. So I believe this one is also a thriller, if I had to guess. We also got this. So this was from March, and then this is the Lolly winner for Book of the Month, which was The God of the Woods, which I don't know if I own this book or not. So that's interesting. This one says, Don't Leave Me in Here. Okay, so Count My Lies. Was this like historical fiction? It says, I'm here to help. I'm your friend. You can trust me. Sloane Caraway is a liar. Harmless lies mostly to make her self-proclaimed sad little life a bit more interesting. Sounds like most people. Sounds like most people. So when Sloane sees a young girl in tears at a park one afternoon, she can't help herself. She tells the girl's very attractive dad she's a nurse and helps him pull the bee stinger from the child's foot. With this sly and chance encounter, Sloane becomes the nanny for the wealthy and privileged household of Jay and Violet Lockhart, the perfect New York couple with a brownstone, a daughter in private school, and summers on Block Island. But maybe Sloane isn't the only one lying, and all that's picture perfect harbors a much more dangerous truth. To say anything more is to spoil the most exciting, twisty, and bitingly smart suspense novel to come out in years. Careful what you lie for. Oh my goodness, this sounds so good. I didn't even remember purchasing this, but this sounds so good. So good. I absolutely love just like a book that dives into just like a wealthy family with all of the secrets that they're hiding. I just love that. I love that so much. So we have like another type of like thriller, I guess you could say, or like suspense. Okay, ooh, this one feels heavy, so either this is a really thick book or there's 2 books in this box. This is a newer box because this is the 100 Books of the Month box that they did for their anniversary. So let's see what we have going on in here. Ooh, okay, I was so excited to see this book because what did I read by this author? Oh my goodness, I can't even remember. I read a book by this author, and now I'm totally blanking on what that book was. Let me look it up, because I read a book by this author, and I loved it. So when I seen that Book of the Month had a book by this author, I had to pick it up. Okay, so that is what I read. I read Just the Nicest Couple. So good. Highly, highly recommend it. There's also a few other books here that you may have heard of. Local Woman Missing, She's Not Sorry, The Good Girl. Those are just some of the books that Mary Kubica has wrote. So yeah, when I seen that Book of the Month had this as one of their selections, it was a no-brainer. I had to pick it up. And that's It's Not Her by Mary Kubica. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So this one, I'm not really sure exactly. This was February's pick. Stunning discovery, a shocking investigation, a truth no one could have imagined. Courtney Gray's tranquil family vacation is shattered when she hears a blood-curdling scream from the lakeside cottage next door. There she finds the lifeless bodies of her brother and sister-in-law. Her teenage niece Reese is nowhere to be found, while her nephew Wyatt lies asleep upstairs unharmed. As the police descend on the quiet resort town, disturbing secrets about Courtney's family start to emerge. When she learns that the town has secrets of its own, it makes her wonder if Reese is another victim in a brutal crime or if she's the killer. Dun dun dun. Interesting. Courtney begins to unravel the terrible mystery, but everyone around her has something to hide, and the closer she gets to the truth, the harder it is to see. Tell me this doesn't sound good. Like, I know, like, literally all of these books except for one of them is like a type of thriller suspenseful book, but I absolutely love thrillers with all my heart. Like, I think it has easily become like my all-time favorite genre to read, just because thrillers are page turners for me. I get through thrillers like nobody's business. So love this. And oh yes, so the second book in this box is My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. Oh, I was so excited for this book because I picked up another book from this author, which is called, I think, Beautiful Ugly or something like that. Haven't read it, but it sounds so stinking good. And I believe in that book, like, the wife goes missing and then, like, he goes to, like, or is that this one? My Husband's Wife. Okay, so I believe that one, yeah, his wife goes missing, and then he, like, goes on a trip to Scotland, I believe, and then sees a woman that looks exactly like his wife, and so we know that there's just like a bunch of drama and secrets and lies hidden in that one. So when I seen that this author came out with another book, and it was also one of the choices, I was like, I need both. So I had to add this one on as well. So this one says, one house, one husband, two women, someone is lying. Eden Fox, an artist on the brink of her big break, sets off for a run before her first exhibition. When she returns to the home she recently moved in, Spyglass, an enchanting old house in Hope Falls, nothing is as it should be. Her key doesn't fit. A woman eerily similar to her answers the door, and her husband insists the stranger is his wife. 6 months earlier, a reclusive Londoner called Bertie, reeling from a life-changing diagnosis, inherits Spyglass. This unexpected gift from a long-lost grandmother brings her to the pretty seaside village of Hope Falls. But then Bertie stumbles upon a shadowy clinic that claims to be able to predict a person's date of death, including her own. Secrets start to unravel, and as the line between truth and lie blurs, Bertie feels compelled to right some old wrongs. My Husband's Wife is a tangled web of deception, obsession, and mystery that will keep you guessing into the last page. Prepare yourself for the ultimate mind-bending marriage thriller and step inside Spyglass, if you dare, to experience a story where nothing is as it seems. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I am so excited to dive in. This sounds so good. Also, our spine is super pretty. I know my ring light isn't doing the best justice here, but super cute. And then our bookmark is different. I'm not sure like what this is inspired by, like if it's inspired by a book or something, but that is really cool. We have like a temple here, and then it just says 100 books of the month there. Love that. Okay, we are now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. That was 8 books, you guys. Oh my gosh, we are tearing through this. We are tearing through this book unboxing. Okay, our 9th book, you guys. Are you guys ready? You guys ready? Surprise, surprise. It's another thriller. It's another thriller. Okay, so this one is Anatomy of an Alibi by Ashley Elston. This is a brand new release. I've been seeing this in Target. I also seen this on Aardvark as well, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm really hoping that I didn't pick this one up from Aardvark. I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, so this says, everyone of Chantilly's bar noticed out-of-towner Camille Bayliss. Red lips, designer heels, sipping a Negroni. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right because I don't drink, but that woman wasn't Camille Bayliss. It was Aubrey Price. Camille Bayliss appears to have the picture-perfect life, don't they all? She's married to a hotshot lawyer, Ben, and is the daughter of a wealthy Louisiana family. Only nothing is as it seems. It never is. Camille believes Ben has been hiding dirty secrets for years, but she can't find proof because he tracks her every move. Aubrey Price has been haunted by the terrible night that changed her life a decade ago, and she's convinced Benjamin Bayliss knows something about it. Living in a house full of criminals, Aubrey understands there's more than one way to get to the truth, and she may have found the best way in. Aubrey and Camille hatch a plan. It sounds simple. For 12 hours, Aubrey will take Camille's place. Camille will spy on Ben, and the two women will get the answers they desperately seek. Except the next morning, Ben is found murdered. Both women need an airtight alibi, but only one of them has it. And one false step is all it takes for everything to come undone. Oh my goodness. I know you guys are probably getting tiresome. Like, where's the fantasy? Where's the romance? But when I tell you that book of the month has the best thriller options, it's so hard to say no to it. It's so hard to say no, and not to say that the other choices don't sound good, because for the most part, all of the fantasy and romance call out to me. Like, I want them, but I always usually opt for the thrillers more than the fantasy and the romance, although there are times that I will go for the romance or the fantasy, or in some cases I will do an add-on. But anywho, we have our next book of the month bookmark here. Very interesting. Oh, actually they gave us two. Okay, so I now own two of these. That probably was an accident, but these are the 100 books of the month anniversary bookmarks, so I love that. And then this says new since 1926. Love it. Okay, next box. Ooh, this one has an add-on in it. I'm excited. This is so fun to see what I ended up picking out from all of my book of the month boxes. Okay. Let's open her up. Ooh, okay, so I think we have something different. I don't think this is a thriller. 6 Days in Bombay by Alka Joshi. I want to say this one is a historical fiction. I think this is a historical fiction, so let's see. Let's see. This one doesn't have anything. So it says, this sweeping novel of identity and self-discovery takes readers from 1937 Bombay to Prague, Florence, Paris, and London to uncover the mystery behind a famous painter's death. Okay, so this is a thriller, but it's like historical fiction mystery. So I feel like that's a little bit of a different genre, and I'm here for it. It says, when renowned painter Mira Novak arrives at Wadia Hospital in Bombay after a miscarriage, she's expected to make a quick recovery, and her nurse, Sona, is excited to learn more about the vivacious artist who shares her half-Indian identity. Sona, yearning for a larger life, finds herself carried away by Mira's stories of her travels and exploits, and is shocked by accounts of the many lovers the painter has left scattered throughout Europe. When Mira dies quite suddenly and mysteriously, Sona falls under suspicion, and her quiet life is upended. The key to proving Sona's innocence may lie in a cryptic note and 4 paintings Mira left in her care. Sending the young woman on a mission to visit the painter's former friends and lovers across a tumultuous Europe teetering toward war, on the precipice of discovering her own identity, Sona learns that the painter's charming facade hid a far more complicated, troubled soul. In her first standalone novel since her best-selling debut, The Henna Artist, Alka Joshi uses the life of painter Amrita Shergill and Frida Kola of India as inspiration for the story's beginning to explore how far we'll travel to determine where we truly belong. So we're also getting an understanding of one's self-identity, which I also love. So this is like a historical mystery, I guess you should say. So love that. And then the next book in this box that I added on because I couldn't help myself is The Other Mothers by Catherine Faulkner. Again, we have another thriller. Surprise, surprise. But you guys, I can't tell you how much I love my thriller books. I just love them so much. So, the author of Greenwich Park returns with a fresh and deftly plotted thriller about murder, class, and motherhood in an exclusive London community. I love books that involve a suburban community, a suburban neighborhood, where all of these neighbors know everything there is to know about their neighbors, or so they thought. When a young nanny is found dead under mysterious circumstances, new mom Tosh is intrigued. She has been searching for a story to launch her career as a freelance journalist, but she has also been searching for something else, new friends to help her navigate motherhood. She sees them at her son's new playgroup, The Other Mothers, a group of sleek, sophisticated women who live in a neighborhood of tree-lined avenues and stunning houses. The sort of mother Tash herself would like to be. When the mothers welcome her into their circle, Tosh discovers the kind of life she has always dreamed of. Their elegant London townhouses, a far cry from her cramped basement flat and endless bills. She is quickly swept up into their wealthy world via coffees, cocktails, and playdates. Count me out. Count me out, okay? But when another young woman is found dead, it's clear there's much more to the community than meets the eye. The more Tosh investigates, the more she's led uncomfortably close to the other mothers. Are these women really her friends? Or is there another more dangerous reason why she has been so quickly accepted into their exclusive world? Who exactly is investigating whom? Oh my goodness. I just know this is going to be packed with so many secrets. I'm here for it. That is exactly why I had to add this on. It also says thrills and chills. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. Our bookmark says, I'll hold your spot. Love it. I just love these little cheesy bookmarks. 2 boxes left. I hope I'm not boring you with all of the thriller books. I promise behind me are more like romance and stuff like that. And I'm now realizing that I need to do more add-ons of like romance. So then that way these shelves are a little bit more filled with different genres and not just thrillers. Okay, surprise, surprise, we have another thriller. Oh my goodness. So this one says The Man Made of Smoke by Alex North. I've seen a lot of people talking about this book and people really seem to love it, so I had to pick this one up. It says the latest gripping serial killer thriller from the best-selling author Alex North. Haven't read a single book by this author, but Dan Garvey's life has been haunted by the crime he witnessed as a child, narrowly escaping an encounter with a notorious serial killer. He has dedicated his life since to profiling criminals eager to seek justice for innocent victims. So when his father dies under suspicious circumstances, Dan revisits the small island community where he grew up, determined to uncover the truth about his death. Is it possible that the monster he remembers from his childhood nightmares has returned after all these years? With his signature shock and suspense, Alex North brings us The Man Made of Smoke. By turns emotional, introspective, and utterly terrifying, this is a story of fathers and sons, shadows and secrets, and the fight we all face to escape the trauma of the past. So good. So good. I wonder if maybe his dad was a serial killer and then pretended to like die off the face of the earth, but he's actually still killing people. Interesting. So pick that up. And then, ooh, this is so cute. Okay, so this is my friend box. So you have to buy so many boxes in order to get to the friend group. So there are like different tiers. Let me hold on because I know I'm not going to get all of this right. So there is a relationship status, and this is what my bar is looking like. I am literally one box away from becoming BFFs with Book of the Month. So once you reach the friend tier, you do get lower priced add-ons. So you save $5 on each book that you add on to your box. You get a roomier box, so you can add up to 5 books each month. And then you get even more choices. So every member favorites in addition, so you get all of the member favorites in addition to the monthly selections that you can use, that you can add on. So not just the monthly selections can you add on, but also from their library of member favorites. And then you also get to vote for the Lolly, who wins their like little like book award at the end of the year. And yeah, and then for BFF, if you ship 12 boxes, you get same thing, up to 5 books each month in your box, $5 off on add-ons, casting your vote for the Lolly. You also get a free tote bag, so I can't wait for that. You get to enjoy a free birthday book credit, so you get a book for free. You get to choose a free Lolly book each year, love that, and you get to call the BFF hotline for priority service. So I would say it's definitely well worth it. So this is pink because I reached the friend tier for Book of the Month, and it says we're happy to call you a friend. I love that. And then it also explains your benefits as being a part of the friend tier. So super exciting, super exciting. Love that we have a pink bookmark. Last box. Okay, this is the last one. How many books do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books, you guys. So we do have a year's worth plus one more. And do we want to guess what the genre is? Do we want to guess what the genre is? That is You Belong Here by Megan Miranda. I was so excited to find this as the book of the month, as one of the options for book of the month, because I had been thinking about buying this off of Amazon for some time. So when I seen that this was an option for book of the month, I snagged it. I snagged it quick, fast, in a hurry. And I'll quickly go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. So it says, memories fade, but on this campus, legacies are never forgotten or forgiven. A new thriller from bestselling author Megan Miranda. Beckett Bowery never thought she'd return to Wyatt Valley, a picturesque college town in the Virginia mountains steeped in tradition. Her roots there were strong. Beckett's parents taught at the college, and she never even imagined studying anywhere else until a tragedy during her senior year ended with 2 local men dead and her roommate on the run, never to be seen again. The legacy of that fateful night has haunted her small town ever since. Nothing felt safe about home anymore, and for the last 2 decades, Beckett has done her best to keep her distance. Then her daughter Delilah secretly applies to Wyatt College and earns a full scholarship, and Beckett can only hope that her lingering fears are unfounded. But deep down, she knows that Wyatt Valley has a long memory, and that the past isn't the only dangerous thing in town. A gripping mystery full of Megan Miranda's signature propulsive plot twists, You Belong Here is a thrilling novel that uncovers the true lengths we'll go to in order to protect the ones we love. Again, this sounded so good. I had to pick it up. I was so excited to see this. And then our last bookmark here says, is this spot taken? Love, love. So we now have lots of lovely bookmarks to add because I do have a book pot that I am going to implement here up on the shelves with bookmarks in it. So if I do want to pull from these shelves and read something from them, I have bookmarks at my access. So yeah, those are all of the books, you guys, all of the 13 books. Let me just grab them here. Yes, these are all of the books that we just unboxed together. I hope that you guys enjoyed unboxing these books just as much as I did. I hope I didn't bore you with most of these books being thriller related, but again, this is what I love. This is literally my all-time favorite genre that I'm coming to realize. And yeah, I'm super excited to have all of these lovely new thrillers added to my shelf. So it is time, you guys, for me to do some organizing. I'm going to organize all of these books, which shouldn't be too hard because most of them are thrillers, especially because I pulled quite a few off of my library shelves. But I do have a couple that are romance as well as historical fiction as well as fantasy. I have a couple. So at least we have a little bit of options to choose from. Like I said, I am now realizing that maybe I should start adding on books like a romance or a fantasy every now and then so I can grow that genre for my Book of the Month books. Also, one thing I have yet to know is, does all of the different colors that are on Book of the Month, because all of the Book of the Month books, except for this one, which is interesting, has like the little spine. On the spine, it has different colors with the Book of the Month stamp there, like their logo. Like, does that color mean anything, or do they just like put random colors? I'm interested. I need to know. Okay, so here it says that it's like a seasonal trend. So January, winter is usually light cyan, sky blue, or white to represent snow and cold. February are pinks and reds. Spring is green and yellows. Summer is bright colors like yellow, orange, and red. Autumn are brown, oranges, and darker moody colors. So that's interesting. That's interesting. I always wondered, like, do the colors on, you know, the Book of the Month logo. So like, here's a few more. I'll show you guys. So like, all of these colors, we have different colors here. I guess to represent the month, but like, that doesn't even sound right because like this one says February, but yet it's orange. Interesting. Interesting. This one says January, but it's hot pink. So I don't think what I just read is true. So who knows? If you guys know the answer to that, please let me know. Like, do these colors significantly mean anything, or are they just like putting random colors on the spines? I have no idea. Interesting, because I feel the need to just like match the colors up with the same colors, if you get my gist, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. But anywho, I am now going to let the music play, and I'm going to organize these by genre, and then we're going to start putting them up on the shelves, you guys. I'm so excited. So I'll give you guys a break from my chit-chattiness, and I'll let the music play. And like I said, I'm going to organize these, and I'm going to start implementing them on the shelves. And then I'll meet you guys right back here to kind of give you an overview of what it's looking like, and then showing you guys all of the decor pieces that I plan on implementing on the shelves. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. You guys, this is so freaking gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Like, I know I don't have as many books on the shelf. I'm really excited and like happy that I'm gonna have room to grow on these shelves, but my vision is coming to life. It is coming to life. If you cannot tell by just like how big I'm smiling right now, I am just like blown away at just like how beautiful it looked. Like, the shelves were beautiful even when they were bare, but they look even more gorgeous, like 10 times more gorgeous now that there's actual books on the shelves. I'm in love. I'm in love. So just like a quick little view of what they're looking like. Oh my goodness, tell me those don't look so cute. I'm in love. I'm in love. So let me turn you guys around here, but oh my gosh. Like, literally, I felt like I had so many books, and these are all of the books, you guys. Like, what? Like, there really isn't, I feel like I don't have as many books. Like, I literally have an entire top shelf to fill. I have gaps. Like, I had to put these books this way because there's like gaps, and now I feel like this side is like a little, sorry, it's like not focusing, it's like a little, I don't know, bare there, so I almost want to throw some of those on this side, but I'm actually thinking I'm gonna unbox all of these lovely Aardvark books with you guys, because we definitely need more books to fill up the shelf. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Also, I want to share with you my vision. Like I said, I love these shelves so much that I told my husband that he needs to build more for me throughout the house. And where I plan on doing that is, don't mind the mess, okay? The house is a mess. I still have our Super Bowl birthday banner for my son's 6th birthday. Yeah, 6th birthday, which is crazy. Anywho, right up here, don't mind the messy counter. We're gonna act like we don't see any of that. But right up here, I just have this whole blank wall. So I would love to build like 2 layers of floating shelves right up here, all along here. Oh, would that not be beautiful? That would be so beautiful. Oh my goodness. So that's the plan. That's the plan. But anywho, you guys, I'm in love. It looks so freaking good. So freaking good. Like, this is going to be my new favorite little reading corner. I'm in love. I'm in love. Okay, I am going to get in some water and fix my tripod, and then we can unbox all of these lovely Aardvark book boxes, because we definitely need some more books on the shelf so it doesn't look as bare as it does right now. I'm having the time of my life right now. Like, this is so fun. I'm honestly so sad that it's literally coming to an end, but we still have decor, so this video is not quite over yet. But anywho, let's get in some H2O and unbox all of these lovely Aardvark boxes, you guys. So Aardvark, again, is another subscription service. Just like Book of the Month, they give you a pre-selected section of books, so of different genres, from anywhere from 5 to 6 books to choose from. Like I said, from different genres, and I don't remember the price. I want to say this one was a bit pricier, because I want to say it was $19.99. Let me see, because I'm not currently subscribed to them anymore. Just because I am subscribed to way too many book boxes, and I just feel like I would rather have Book of the Month over the Aardvark book box. Okay, so it is $17.99, so it is $1 more than Book of the Month, which isn't too crazy. And then it is $9.99 for each extra added on book to your box. So I don't have like a referral link for you guys, unfortunately. You can probably find some here in the Booktube world. I'm sure other people who are subscribed to Aardvark might have a referral link for you, but since I'm no longer subscribed to them, I don't have one. But this is 6 months worth of Aardvark boxes. So I have yet to open a single one. I have not opened up a single Aardvark book box. So again, Aardvark does do the hardback books, so you're getting a really good deal for a hardback book. I just felt like it was very similar to Book of the Month. I honestly felt like Book of the Month's choices were better than Aardvark. Not to say that Aardvark didn't have good choices, because I did feel like they had good choices. But like I said, I'm subscribed to way too many book boxes, so I just felt like this one really didn't make the cut for me, and I felt like I could cut this one out and not feel some type of way about it. So that's what I did. That's what I did. Will I go back to Aardvark in the future? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I liked it enough to subscribe to it for 6 months, although I did not open up a single box, which is so crazy. But anywho, I honestly don't even remember what I purchased or what I bought, what I picked. So we're gonna be in the element of surprise together. So let's open up this first box, you guys. Y'all thought the book unboxings were done. And yet here we are with another round of 6 months worth of Aardvark book boxes because your girl has a problem. Hi, I'm Mark. Oh my gosh, I just love that bookmark so much. It's hilarious. It's cheesy, but it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Okay, ooh. All of Us Murderers by KJ Charles. It says love, hate, secrets. It's in the blood. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so excited. So this is what the cover looks like. I'm loving this cover. It's giving all of the eerie elements. Again, we are back with thrillers. Did I choose all thrillers for my Aardvark books? I don't think I did, but I could possibly have. So we shall see. Also, this is Aardvark's little logo. Such a cute little anteater. I love this enough to sign up for it simply because of the Aardvark symbol, because it brings me back to Pink Panther. I grew up on Pink Panther. My kids grew up on Pink Panther, which, fun fact, my kids fall asleep to Pink Panther every single night. They love it that much that they request to watch Pink Panther every single night. They requested that I collect VHS Pink Panther tapes, so I did just that for them. Anywho, it just like reminds me of the little like spin-off stories at the end of Pink Panther with the anteater. Love, 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 love. Anywho, All of Us Murderers. Who will survive Lackaday House? When Zeb Wickham is summoned to a wealthy relative's remote Gothic manor, he is horrified to find all the people he least wants to see in the world. His estranged brother, his sneering cousin, and his bitter ex-lover, Gideon Grey. Things couldn't possibly get worse. Then the master of the house announces the true purpose of the gathering. He intends to leave the vast family fortune to whomever marries his young ward, setting off a violent scramble for her hand. Zeb wants no part of his greedy family, but when he tries to leave, the way is barred. The walls of Lackaday House are high, and the gates are firmly locked. As the Dartmoor mist rolls in, there's no way out, and something unnatural may be watching them from the house's shadowy depths. Fear and paranoia ramping ever higher, Zeb has nowhere to turn but to the man who once held his heart. As the gaslight flickers and terror takes hold, can two warring lovers reunite and uncover the murderous mysteries of Lackaday House and live to tell the tale? I have a feeling that they shall, but this not like scream the ultimate spooky, locked away in a manner, not snowed in, but misted in, fogged in, and I'm gonna assume like murders are gonna be taking place and everyone's here for this will, for this inheritance, but they have to marry this young woman, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. Next box, you guys. We're going to fly through this. Oh, also, Aardvark also does bookmarks for each of their box, and it's in the shape of a little aardvark, which is so cute. So this one says One Bad Night and Other Stories. So I don't know. I'm assuming that's a book. Yeah, and then the front has like an octopus and like a heart and a potion bottle, so it's giving sea vibes. Anywho, we do get bookmarks from Aardvark, which is nice, so I'm going to add that to our pile. And then this one also came with the Aardvark Book Club for October 2025. I believe these were maybe the choices available for October. Yeah, so it looks like they had All of Us Murderers, One Bad Night, The Autumn Springs Retirement Home Massacre, The Mad Wife. I wanted The Mad Wife, but it was completely out. That's how many people wanted that book. So I'm going to have to end up buying that one because that one sounds so good. There was Mate, Bride, and, bless you, Salt Crop. And then it says it's our 3rd anniversary, and then you're able to vote for their 2025 Members' Choice. 10 lucky voters will win a free credit. Enter before October 25th. So I guess I missed out on that. But anywho, very nice. Very nice. I'm loving it. I cannot believe like I didn't open up a single box. Like these books could have been damaged for all I knew. Could have got sent the wrong book for all I knew. And it's too late now because we're already 6 months in. Well, honestly, a year later. Like literally a year later. Ooh, I was super excited for this one. So this is Immaculate Conception by Ling Ling Huang. Love this cover. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so this one says, what if you could enter the mind of the person you love the most? Now tell me guys, tell me honestly, would you want to be able to read your partner's mind or just read minds in general? I feel like that's a very slippery slope because I don't think that anybody would want to be inside somebody else's mind because you never know what kind of crazy stuff is going on in their mind, what they're thinking, what they're plotting, what they're planning, what they truly think about you. All of their secrets and lies just holding barren for you to hear and see. Like, I feel like I'd rather just be in the dark, not knowing what somebody is thinking or feeling, because I just feel like it would lead to so many arguments, might lead to even more people just like doing some crazy things. So for me, I'm gonna say no. But let me know if you would want to be able to read people's minds, especially your spouse or your partner. Like, let me know. Okay, so it says Enka meets Mathilde. Mathilde? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Enka meets Mathilde at art school and is instantly drawn to her. Mathilde makes art that feels truly original, and Enka, trying hard to prove herself in this fiercely competitive world, pours everything into their friendship. But when Mathilde's fame and success cause her to begin to drift away, Enka becomes desperate to keep her close. Enter Scaffold. Purported to enhance empathy, this cutting-edge technology could allow Enka to inhabit Mathilde's mind and access her memories, artistic inspirations, and deep-seated trauma. Undergoing this procedure would link Enka and Mathilde forever, but at what cost? Blisteringly smart, thought-provoking, and shocking, Immaculate Conception offers us a portrait of close friendship, achingly tender and twisted, that captures the tenuous line between love and possession, which will haunt you long after you turn the final page. Oh my goodness, this sounds so eerie. Like, this girl sounds very obsessed with Mathilde to the point where she wants to be in her brain. She wants to know how to manipulate her, how to control her. She wants to know everything there is to know about Mathilde under the surface that Mathilde is not bringing to light. So this sounds like such an interesting read. Okay, and then in this box we also get our bookmark. So this one says, the book is for you, but the box is for a cat. If that's not true, when we bring home Target bags, especially since now California did the whole new rule on like not having plastic bags in the store anymore, and now it's like paper bags, they love jumping in them, literally love jumping in them. So super cute. And then the back has this really cute pattern. I love it. I love the creativity. This one, okay, so I think maybe every single box comes with all of the book options for that month, which I actually wanted to pick Julie Chan is Dead. That one sounded so good, but it was sold out. So I ended up picking the Immaculate Conception. But I will give you a quick glimpse here so you can see all of the choices that Aardvark has to offer in case you're interested in maybe signing up for Aardvark. This is kind of what to look forward to. And then there's like a member challenge on the back. We challenge you to create a dinner party guest list. Minimum 4 attendees with the main characters from books. At least one book must be an Aardvark pick. And then I guess you post it to like your socials for a chance to win a free credit. So that's actually cool that they do fun little stuff like that for people. Okay, moving on. Third box, you guys. Oh my goodness, like this video is going way too fast for my liking. Okay, this is so fun. This is so much fun. I'm actually really glad that like I saved up these boxes, because in desperate times of me just like fiending to go book shopping like a mad woman, I have all of these hordes of boxes of books that when I'm feeling that way and I don't have money to spend on books, I can just go and pull those and then just feel all of the endorphins filling me up. So I love this for me. Ooh, The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith. So I believe we have another thriller. It says, 2 sisters, a shocking crime. Will you believe? Ooh. So this is our cover here. I don't know why, but she kind of looks like Jackie from the 70s show. What is her name? It's like Mila or Mila or something, like Kuntz or something like that. She looks like her. Interesting. Okay, so let's find out what this one's about. It says, the gripping page-turning new domestic suspense thriller from best-selling author Dandy Smith with a killer twist you won't see coming. Do you have a sister, Miss Fairview? The little girl's question, in all its buttery innocence, slices through me, and the answer catches in my throat. It isn't as simple as yes or no. It hasn't been in nearly 16 years. The evening Caitlin and Olivia's parents leave them to go to a dinner party, both girls are bubbling with excitement. At ages 10 and 13, they are at last old enough to stay home alone. After all, in their idyllic town, no one even bothers to lock their doors. Like, that is such an old school thing. Like, I grew up with my grandma never locking her door. And when I would go and stay the night, I would always be like, Grandma, aren't you going to lock your door? And she's like, no, like, I trust this neighborhood, sweetie. Nobody's coming for us. And I find that a lot of older people from older generations are very trusting in that sense. And it's just nuts to me. It's so nuts to me that they're just so trusting, especially in today's times. As the summer light fades, after TV and popcorn, the sisters finally put themselves to bed. They're unaware of the figure watching them through an open window, or of the back door opening once they've fallen asleep. When their parents return, they will find Olivia's bed empty, their golden-haired, long-limbed eldest daughter gone, never to return until now. But is the woman who claims to be Olivia all she seems? Is everything Caitlin said she saw that night the whole truth? Their family has dreamed of this moment, but both sisters are keeping more than one secret. What price will they pay if they end up believing the wrong daughter? Oh my goodness. This, I know, is going to draw me in. Who are you going to believe? Who are you going to believe? Oh, it sounds so good. Where are my thriller girlies at? Or for any guys who are watching this, where are my thriller guys at? I want to know if you love thrillers just as much as I do. And if so, who's your favorite author? I'm going to have to hop on the boat of my favorite author. Thriller author right now is going to be Frida McFadden. She absolutely does write the best thrillers, as well as, oh gosh, what's his name? He wrote The Fury. Alex Michaelides. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he wrote The Fury, he wrote The Silent Patient, and I love his work. He wrote The Maidens, which I absolutely loved. I love his work. I love his work. Those are going to be like my top two favorites. Okay, and then our Aardvark book says, pro tip, never skip an author's note. And it's pink. It's super cute and pink. It looks red on camera, but it is hot pink, and then a super cute pattern on the back. Aardvark is so creative. I love it. And then again, these were the choices for this month, which it looks like it was September. Let me block off my ring light. I just want to give you guys like a glimpse into what Aardvark has to offer, because I always love to try to help out my fellow book girlies or guys out there that love to read just as much as us girls do. I love to help you guys out in finding like books for good deals, or like the best book subscription boxes out there. So now you know what they have to offer. Okay, next box, totally forgot I was giving you guys a sneakity peekity. Ooh, okay, I remember getting this one. The cover is absolutely stunning. That is The Once and Future Me by Melissa Pace. And it's giving retro vibes. It's giving old school TV vibes. And yeah, had to snag it. Super cute. So this one says, Dark Matter meets Girl Interrupted. Have you guys seen Girl Interrupted? I haven't seen Dark Matter, but I have seen Girl Interrupted with Angelina Jolie. Very good movie. In this gripping psychological thriller about a young woman teetering on the edge of reality. Love. Virginia, 1954. When a woman wakes on a patient transport bus arriving at Hanover State Psychiatric Hospital, she remembers nothing of her life before that moment. None of the dark things she must have seen and done that forged her into the skillful and cunning fighter she is. Doctors tell her she's Dorothy Fraser, a paranoid schizophrenic, committed for her violent delusions. She's certain they're wrong, until disturbing visions of a dystopian future in which frantic scientists urge her to complete the mission and save mankind begin to invade her reality. Believing it's Hanover causing the hallucinations, she tells no one and focuses only on escaping until there's a visitor. A man whose loving face and touch she remembers. A man who knows all about her visions because he spent years helping her cope with them. Her husband, Paul Fraser. Now she's sure of nothing, caught between two realities. Believe in the future, and she might save the world. Believe in her husband and doctors' plans for her treatment, and she might save herself. She needs answers, but to get them, she'll have to harness the darkness inside her as she risks her freedom, her mind, and ultimately her life in a heart-stopping quest for the truth. I don't know what it is about patients in a psych ward that just draw me in. I just want to know more, whether it's nonfiction or fiction. I just am very intrigued and interested in learning all about it, because we hear so many stories and documentaries in the nonfiction world of the things that they used to do in these psych wards, and it always draws me in onto what types of things they had going on behind closed doors in these psych wards, what was their reason behind it, and yeah, that's exactly why this book drew me in. Okay, and then here are our options for Aardvark. I almost feel like maybe signing back up for Aardvark and then only allowing myself to choose the romance or fantasy options. But I don't know if I can do that. So we'll see. And then Aardvark's bookmark says, it's always a good day to start a new book. We have this beautiful peachy color. It really looks orange on camera, but I promise you it's like a peachy orange. And then the fun little pattern on the back. Okay, we are almost through it. We have 2 more Aardvark books, you guys. I'm so sad. I love book hauls so much. I love unboxing them. I love watching them. Of course, I also love reading them, but it just like brings so much joy to my heart. Okay, this one. Ooh, Someone Knows by Vi Keeland. This is also a thriller. Did I pick up all thrillers for all of my Aardvark books? I think I may have, but I'm not complaining. Okay, so Someone Knows. This is actually a very short synopsis, so it's not giving very many details. Professor Davis knows that everyone has a story, and she'll teach you how to tell yours, as long as you don't ask about her own past. But someone knows. So grab a pen and some paper. Get ready to take notes, because the truth is, this story is far from over. Like, this gives nothing, but it also gives everything all in one. So I'm intrigued. I want to know more. I want to know about this professor and her story and her life and what secrets she's harboring. So interesting. Okay, and then our book choices for this month, which looks like June, are all of these books. I've heard a lot of good reviews about The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. And then I don't really know what the rest of the books are, but those are our options if you want to take a look at that. And then our bookmark says the book is for you, but the box is for a cat. So we have the same one here with this pattern. And our last box, you guys. Our last box. Can we guess what genre this one is going to be? Oh my goodness. Yeah. If you can definitely, like, if you can't tell thrillers are my favorite, then I don't know. Then you probably don't know me very well. Okay, last book, you guys, is Party of Liars by Kelsey Cox. So, last thriller unboxing of this video, you guys. It says, her birthday will be the death of them. Ah, my goodness. I can't stay away from the thrillers, you guys. They're so good. They suck me in. Okay. Today is Sophie Matthews' 16th birthday party, an exclusive black tie bash in the heart of the Texas Hill Country, where secrets are as deep-rooted as the sprawling live oaks. Sophie's dad has spared no expense, and his renovated cliffside mansion, once thought haunted and shuttered for years from outsiders, is now hosting the event of the season. Then, just before the candles on the 3-tiered red velvet cake are blown out, a body falls from the balcony onto the starlit dance floor below. It's a killer guest list. Danny, Sophie's new stepmother, who's been plagued by self-doubt ever since the birth of her own baby girl. Orlith, the superstitious Irish nanny who senses a looming danger in this cavernous house. Michaela, the birthday girl's best friend, who is not nearly as meek as the popular kids assume. And Kim, the cunning ex-wife who has a grudge she can't let go of. Everyone is invited. Not everyone will get out alive. Oh my goodness. The ultimate one by one, somebody getting murdered book. Like, love. Okay, so those are all of the books that I picked up from Aardvark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. Do I think Aardvark is worth it? Yes, I do. Have I read any of these books? Obviously not. But I do feel like it's worth it. It is $1 more than Book of the Month. But $17.99, $18 a month for a hardback book, you can't beat, because again, these books are anywhere from like $20 to $35 a piece. And I feel like they have really good choices. All of their books are new and upcoming authors, newly released books that are coming out. Sometimes you get pre-ordered books that are on there as well that haven't even been released to the public yet. So I would say it's well worth it. It's making me want to resubscribe, but I definitely don't need to do that right now. So anywho, those are the last of our books. Also, we have our last bookmark here, which says, be honest, did you see the ending coming? With this beautiful green color. We've got our cute little pattern on the back. So we've got lots of bookmarks, lots of bookmarks. And then the choices for this month. I have heard of Sounds Like Love. So they had an Ashley Poston book, A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping, which I wanted to pick up, but I just couldn't pass up the thriller, you guys. Also House of Beth sounded good as well. But those were the options for this month, and this was the month of, I don't even know, July. Okay, those are all of our boxes. So what I'm gonna do now that we are completely done with unboxing all of the books, I am gonna implement these on the shelf, but I'll do that in a second because I want to go grab all of the decor that I have so I can show you guys all of the decor that I plan on implementing here on my shelves. I have grabbed all of the decor. So I have a decor that I gathered from my library, decor items that I've received in like my special edition book boxes that I plan on implementing here on the shelf. So I'm just going to show you all of the decor that I already have that I'm going to be implementing. So do I recall where all of these items came from? No, but I'll try my best. So I have this hollow bookcase that says Enchanting Roots in the Mossy Earth, and it is a fake hollow book. I will show you here. Will I be putting anything in here? Probably not, but I feel like this might be super cute to add to the shelves, so we'll see if this ends up working on my shelves, but I thought I would add this. I don't even remember where this came from, you guys. I want to say LitJoy crate, but I'm not sure. I'm not too sure, but I know it came from one of my special edition like book boxes that I bought. Okay, so I have that. I also have this cute little like TBR tin. It has like a little slit, so you could put like your little TBR little notes inside, and then you could just like pull from it, or you could put whatever you want. But it says Books and Reap, Adventure Awaits. It's a cute little tin. So I thought this was super cute that I could add to the shelves. I don't know where this came from. It either came from Owl Crate, Illumicrate, or Fairy Loot. Which one, I have no idea, but it did come from a special edition book box. I also have this cute little finger puppet frog that has been sitting on my library for so long with my middle grade books, and I think it's time that Mr. Toodles comes right out here to sit up here with like the romance and classic books that I have. So I'm gonna put him on my shelves. He's so cute. I feel like he would be super cute like right on top of this. Like how cute is that? I love it. This came from the Owl Crate Junior book boxes that I used to get, which unfortunately Owl Crate doesn't do anymore, but they used to have like a junior special edition book box for like middle grade kids, which was amazing. I wish they would bring it back. Don't really know what happened there, if maybe it just wasn't doing too good and there wasn't a whole lot of people subscribing, but they ended up like canceling it for good. But this did come in one of those boxes, and I just love him. He's so cute. Okay, I also have this cute little berry crate. I know it's made for berries, but I just feel like it would be super cute on the shelves. And then inside, I just have a bunch of like little bookmarks. So I have these little like corner heart bookmarks that my mom got me for my birthday one year. And then I also have these little magnetic creature bookmarks as well. So I just have those in there. I just thought this would be super cute to put up there as well. So I'm gonna play around with that. I also have, and then this I believe came from Fairy Loot. And then the magnetic bookmarks came from Owl Crate. And then I have this cute key here that I feel like would be super cute decor on the shelf. Don't know where this came from, but I know it either came from Owl Crate, Illumicrate, or Fairy Loot. I also have this super cute candle holder that, gosh, I think this came from LitJoy Crate. And it says slow burn. Yes, it did come from LitJoy. It says LitJoy in the bottom. And then I bought these candles from Walmart. Super stinking cute. I obviously won't be lighting this candle, but it will be super cute for just like decor purposes. This was originally on my shelf in the library, but I feel like it would be super cute out here. And then I also have this cute book pot that came from a Crate. It says A Soul's Guide to Eternal Life. And it's so cute. I absolutely love these book pots. I already have quite a few in my library, so I thought I would take one and implement it here on the shelves out here. And then I just have a bunch of bookmarks in here. So I will be placing all of our Book of the Month and Aardvark bookmarks into here, as well as the Alice in Wonderland book pot that is already up there on my shelf. So I have that. And I don't know, did I state this came from a Crate? And then I also have this cute enamel bookmark that came from Owl Crate. It is so cute. It's inspired by Alice in Wonderland, and it says drink me and eat me, with the little potion that she drank and then the little cake. So super cute. I have my Alice in Wonderland classic book up there, so I thought I would try to implement this along with the Alice in Wonderland book. And then the last thing that I have here is a Fairy Loots 2025 calendar that they do, which is so gorgeous. Now that we're in 2026, I don't have a use for like the calendar to be up on my shelves. Plus, I got the new 2026 calendar from Fairy Loot that looks just like this. But the awesome thing about Fairy Loot's calendars is, you know, once you're done with it and you can no longer use the calendars, you still have the back that has no calendar on it for all of the characters. That is so cute. So I thought I would implement this on the shelf as well. It comes with a little wood block, and then you just place the character in there like so. I thought this would be a super cute addition to add to the shelves for some beautiful character art. So those are all of the decor pieces that I already own. Now onto stuff that I bought. As you already saw, I have 3 hanging plants up there, but I did buy a 6-pack of these off of Amazon, so I don't plan on putting all of them up there. Maybe, I don't know, I feel like too much greenery might be a little too much, but I do have 3 other pots in here if I do want to add more greenery. So I'm going to set this off to the side and we'll play around with it and see if I should add more greenery or not. So I do have those. And then, this is probably my favorite part of the video, besides the book unboxing and decorating the shelves, I bought some vintage items to go specifically on this shelf. So originally I really wanted like vintage like decor to place here up on the shelves, and I still do want to do that, but right now I obviously don't have the budget to just go full on shopping for exactly what I'm looking for with like an endless budget. So I'm using what I have for now, and as time goes on I can replace these items for the items that I truly wish to have here on the shelves. But I go thrift shopping a lot with my husband and my kids. We like to pop into our local Goodwill or thrift stores about maybe 1 to 2 times a month. And sometimes I'm able to find some good stuff, sometimes I'm not. But I've been looking for like really pretty vintage items. And so I was on Etsy the other day looking for some vintage items, and I seen somebody like had like a mystery box bundle, so you didn't know what you were gonna get, and they like showed pictures of items that you could possibly get. And one of the items were these cute little teddy bears that I had no idea what they were called, what they were, where they came from. And I told my husband, I want these. Like, I want to know what these are, but I have no idea what they are. So he showed me how to do like the Google image search, which I didn't know how to do. And Google quickly found them for me. And they are so cute. Like, this was like in the era of like when my mom and dad grew up. Also when I was born, which was in the 90s. And if you know anything about me, I have a full-on love for the 90s. I love the 90s. I'm super nostalgic about it. I love the early 2000s as well. Like the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s are the best eras. Hands down, you can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. And I just love collecting stuff from those time periods. And so I'm going to show you here what they are. Oh, they're so gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. So what these are, I ended up buying these off of Mercari. Mercari is like a site, basically like an eBay, where people sell and buy their used items. And I couldn't pass these up, you guys. I couldn't pass these up. So these are called Cherished Teddies. Let me actually grab a box here. So These are called Cherish Teddies. Like, look at this nostalgic box, you guys. Like, how stinking cute. So these are called Cherish Teddies. It's a whole line of beautiful teddy bears that are very well made, and each teddy bear has names. So this one's name is Margaret, and this is called A Cup Full of Love. And this one is actually probably my favorite one out of all of them. So some of these came with their boxes. Some of them also came with their certificate of adoption letter, which is so stinking cute. Love it, love it, love it. Anywho, I got such a good deal on these. The lady that was selling them, so let me back it up here. I originally flocked to eBay to try to find these, and people were posting these bears for like $30 a pop to $50 a pop, which is just nuts to me. So I flocked over to Macari. The lady that was selling these for around $7 a bear. I added some to my cart, but like I didn't check out right away. A couple days went by. She sent me a discount for $5 a bear. So I still didn't check out yet. A couple days go by. She sends me a coupon for $3 a bear, you guys. Like, if that wasn't a sign, like, hello, yes, buy them. Yeah, I instantly hopped on it. So I did buy quite a few. So how stinking cute is this one? So this actually, I put this in the wrong box because this is not Margaret. This is Little Miss Muffet. I'm never afraid with you at my side. So the little nursery rhyme of Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey, and there are her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and scared Miss Muffet away. Do you guys remember that nursery rhyme? Love it. I grew up on nursery rhymes. I feel like that's not really a thing in this generation, but I definitely make it a thing with my children here in our household. So cute. Just look at the detail, you guys. I mean, the detail on this is just, it's giving nostalgic vibes. It's giving 90s, and I love it. Like, this is like the ultimate grandma cottagecore vintage collector's item, and that's what I love. I love doing grandmotherly things. Yes, I do. I love collecting grandmotherly things. I was literally telling my husband the other day, I was like, you know what? That is exactly what is wrong with this society and this generation, being so consumed by social media, so consumed on what the next trend is, so consumed by like beauty standards and what they should be looking like compared to everybody else, and just yada, yada, yada. Back in the day, like, there wasn't social media. They didn't have iPads and, you know, or iPods or cell phones or any of that thing. They collected stuff. Like, they hung out as a family. They talked as a family. They gathered around the radio to listen. They built fires. Like, they were so much more bonded as a family back in the day, I feel like. I mean, that goes without saying. I know not everybody back in the day was like that. You had, you know, you had your few that just didn't know how to act, but for the most part, they were a tight-knit family or a tight-knit community, and people collected things. That's what they did in their spare time. They collected stuff. They quilted. They cooked. They sewed. Like, I love that era so much, and I have such a deep appreciation for the way life was back in the day versus how it is now, and yeah, this just like brings me back. And so I have this one. Okay, I need to get, and the lady like bubble wrapped them and everything. She made sure that they were gonna come in really good condition. This box here, it didn't come with any of the boxes, but I have this one, and she is holding a little dolly and a book that says My First Prayer Book. My prayer book is so stinking cute. So this is Christine, and this one is called My Prayer Is For You. How freaking cute is that, you guys? With her little pink bow. I'll show you guys the back. I'm in love. I am in love. These are so stinking cute. These are gonna look so good, like next to my romance section. Okay, and then I also picked up this Christmas one. I probably won't be implementing this one on the shelves because it is Christmas. But we have a little Christmas teddy bear, and she's holding these little wooden blocks that say joy on them. Super stinking cute. My daughter wants to see. You like it? Is it cute? So this one is Joy, and this is called You Always Bring Joy. So I will be saving this one for my bookshelves come 2026 Christmas, but we do have a Christmas bear. And then these ones are teeny tiny. These ones are really, really tiny. But I also have these two cuties. And they're still super, super cute, if it'll focus, yes. They're super tiny compared to the other ones, but they're still so cute. I had to snag them. So this one is actually, yeah, I don't think the teeny tiny bears have names. At least on the bottom it doesn't show a name, but yeah, had to pick them up. She has a cute little rabbit. She's got some flowers. Like, these are so cozy looking. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I have a few more bears to unbox here with you guys. I just love these boxes. I shall be keeping these. Like, I just love the vintage look of them. They're absolutely stunning. Stunning. Okay, let me open her up. Okay, so this one is one of my favorites, if not my all-time favorite. And this is Margaret, and this is A Cup Full of Love. And oh my goodness, look at that. She's coming out of a little teacup. Like, how stinking cute is that? And then the little pillow here says A Cup Full of Love. Oh my goodness. I am in love. Like, the craftsmanship on these bears is just out of this world. Like, yeah. So I have that one. And then I've also got this one, which is so cute. So this was exactly what I was going for, is like pinkish cottage core, like grandma core type items. And oh, I just love it. Look at her cute little coquette looking dress. Like, stunning. Stunning. Absolutely love. Oh my goodness, the little rosebuds. So this is Lisa, and this one is My Best Is Always You. She is dressed in her Sunday best, y'all. She is absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Okay, I don't know if there's any more in here. No, so that's those ones. And then I have 3 others here. This one. Gosh, these are so cute. Do you guys remember these? Like, if you guys grew up in this era, let me know down below if you guys remember these cherished teddy bears. My mom also used to collect teddy bears. My mom was a collector of things. She used to collect roosters, and she also used to collect bears, but her bears were like big bears, like bears that looked like these and made out of the same material, but like really, really huge. And she still has a few of them. But look how cute. She has a little watermelon. Absolutely love. Oh my goodness, look at her hat. So cute. So this is Julie, and this one is called July. Eating some nice, yummy watermelon in the summer season. Love. Okay, and then the next box here. These are so cute. Like, I just like, yeah. I just want to be able to pass down like really beautiful items to my children. And my son, especially my 10-year-old, shares a love of just vintage, old school, retro, nostalgic items. So I know that he would be the one, if nothing else, to want to keep my legacy alive and all of my items that I collect after I'm no longer here. But I also have this cutie pie with this cute little wreath wrapped around her. Like, how stinking cute is that? Like, the details, like, look at the paws, like, I love. So this one is Priscilla, and this one is Love Surrounds Our Friendship. So stinking cute. Okay, one last box, you guys, and then I'm finished showing you guys decor, and we can move on to decorating the shelf. So last box here, this one's a big one. Yes, this was like the biggest one I bought. Oh my gosh. She's so cute and in such good condition too. So this is Mary Mary Quite Contrary, Friendship Blooms with Loving Care. And oh my gosh, you guys, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Like, she has her little flower bed, her little watering can. Oh, look at her dress. Like, I can't. I cannot, you guys. I just love vintage stuff like this. So that is my little collection of bears that I purchased because they were like such a good price. Also, I bought some museum wax. My sister is the one who actually told me about this stuff because I was kind of worried about putting these like porcelain bears up on the shelves because my son does love to play sports here in the house, and just having little kids in general, just like if they knock it over, I don't want it to accidentally like roll off the couch and break. So she told me about this museum wax, and so what you do is you literally just grab some wax and you roll it up into a ball, and you just like get it warm with your hands, and then you stick it to the underside of whatever you're trying to stick, and then you press it down onto the surface and it makes it stay. So this is like that earthquake proof like sticky stuff. This is what museums use to keep all of their artifacts in place, and then as well as like places that are known for a lot of earthquakes, they use museum wax. So shout out to my sister for this tip. So I bought 2 jars of this. It was like a 2-pack for like $8. So I plan on putting this on the teddy bears when I put them up there. I'm gonna arrange them how I want them first, and then I'll do the museum wax, and we'll see how sturdy this stuff holds up. But that is the plan, you guys. That is all of my decor. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to implement my lovely Aardvark books on the shelf, and then I'm going to start decorating the shelf. So I'm gonna let the music play, I'm gonna quit chit-chatting, and you guys can come along with me as I finally decorate the shelves. my goodness, you guys. So the shelves are done. They are so cute, like so stinking cute, like so much cuter than I could have imagined, especially the first shelf. The first shelf is where it's at. It is giving exactly like my vision, and I just love it. I love it so, so much. So I will say that I do find the thriller shelf very bare. Very bare. There's not much decor going on up there, and I just feel like it needs something more. Actually, give me a second. I think I'm going to play around with this thriller shelf just a little bit, just so it looks a little better. I don't know. I just feel like having all of the books straight like this, just, I don't know. It just like doesn't look as good to me. So, I'm just like, what should I do? What should I do to make this look better? I feel like okay, I'm gonna take some of these books here, and I'm gonna take these books, and I'm gonna put them flat. Ooh, that might mess up my plant thing I got going on now. If I put these in the back, like that, I don't know. We think about that. I just feel like, yeah, I need a little bit more in the back. I think that looks cute. I need to kind of move them a little more angled though. There we go. Okay. That is super cute. Okay, and fix my little leaves. Okay, so I think that looks so much better. So this is the end result, you guys. I only ended up filling up 2 shelves, and even then they're not completely full. I have an entire top shelf to grow, you guys. There's nothing up there, which I love that for me because that means I have room to grow. But what do you guys think? This looks so stunning. I absolutely love. So I'm going to dive in and give you guys a little bit of an overview of everything that I ended up doing for the shelves. My daughter, here comes my daughter. You like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Oh, I love you. Okay, so on this shelf, I've got romances here. There's also like historical romance here, but I mean, technically it's romance, so I threw it in here. I ended up moving this hanging plant to this side and putting it on top of the books. I just felt like for the length of it, that worked out well. So I have all my romance here, and then I put all of my little cherished teddy bears on the bottom here because I just feel like it fits the vibes, especially against the romance, the classics, and the fantasy. So here are some of my little bears that I put out. I went ahead and put that hollow bookcase here with Mr. Toodles on top. And then here are the rest of the bears. And then I did put the wax on, as you saw, so they're nice and sturdy, you guys. Like, look, no wiggling, no wiggling. They're nice and sturdy. So I do love that. And then the wax is removable. So it is removable from the surface without, like, messing up the surface. And then I've got my classics here. I've got my little Alice in Wonderland book pot with some bookmarks. And then my 2 Lonesome Fantasy that I own for Book of the Month and a general fiction. And then I also have this book pot as well with all of my Book of the Month and Aardvark bookmarks in it. So I just went ahead and faced them this way just because I don't have very many. And if I didn't do it this way, then this area would look really, really like sparse. And then I have this cute hanging plant here that I love. And then coming up here, I went ahead and put this little berry crate here. Honestly, I'm not loving this area. Like, I'm really not loving my thriller section area. I love how many books I have, but I don't love the decor. So I'm gonna have to figure out something that I want to purchase or buy to do up my thriller shelves. But I went ahead and put my little candle holder stick here. I put that little TBR tin and the berry crate with all of the magnetic and corner bookmarks. And then As you saw, I ended up moving some from this stack just to fill in this blank space in the back, which I think looks really nice. And then I put this hanging plant in the middle, kind of just like hanging down as well as spreading out along the shelves, and I thought that was super cute. And then I've got the rest of the thriller books, and then I ended up putting the little calendar block here with this print. I don't know, maybe I should change out the print. I feel like it's the print that is just like, no, let's trade it out for this pink one. I'm not really feeling the pink one either. Let me see, because, ooh, I feel like this one will probably look really pretty right there. I think I like that better. Yeah, that looks better. And then I put this little key there. So I'm not totally in love with the thriller shelf. I do like how the books look. I just don't really like the decor. Like, this area here looks so gorgeous in comparison to up here. So if you guys have any ideas on like decor items, what I should put here, where to buy stuff, please let me know, because I'm at a loss for words. But nonetheless, I do love it. I think it looks really cute. Let me step back so you guys can just like get that full overview look. I think it's so cute. So stinking cute. My daughter also likes it. Anywho, you guys, I'm literally just like standing on my couch. Like, this is totally normal. I love it. I absolutely love it. This makes for such a cute accent wall here in our living room. And I can't wait to implement more shelves here, like I told you, on the opposite side, atop of our countertop. I just think would look absolutely gorgeous, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's not complete yet. It's not complete. I would say it's like an 8 out of 10 for me. I just need to figure out what I want to do with this thriller shelf. I feel like it's really lacking in decor, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But this shelf, you guys, this shelf, I am in absolute love with. Absolute love with, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, my hand hurts. My hand hurts. And this was a very long video to make, you guys. So long. I don't even know how long this footage is, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me as I chit-chatted about this fun project that my husband put together for me. All of the book unboxings that we did in this video, all of the lovely decor pieces. I hope you guys appreciated the love of the vintage cherished teddies as much as I do, and just organizing the shelves in general and watching my vision come to life. Come to life, you guys. So it's also lunchtime, and everybody will be here soon. My boys, my husband, my dad, my sister, everyone will be here soon. They are out doing sports today. Mommy did not attend sports because I was like, you know what? It is the perfect time where the house is peace and quiet, and not the boys are running amok throughout the house and screaming and yelling and playing video games with their friends, for me to get in here and do this video. So Mama did just that, but now I need to go get lunch ready and prepared for when they get here. But you guys, this was so much fun. I'm so happy that I finally got in here and made this video, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I feel like there's so much more I can talk about. I can sit here and talk about how I feel inside over and over and over again. But, like, look at that. Look at that. So cute. So cute. I absolutely love it. But anywho, you guys, I'm going to hop off of here because, like I said, I need to go and make lunch. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me as I organize these shelves. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here on the Garden of Reading, you guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when I upload a video. Also, by the time you guys are seeing this, my VHS haul has gone up. So definitely check it out if you have a love for 90s movies, early 2000s movies, 80s movies, and if you love VHS tapes just as much as I do, or you're just curious, I will leave a link down to that below as well. Yeah, you guys, thank you guys so much for stopping by my library, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.